Okay, welcome. It is Assembly Winter 2021 Compostudio. I am speaking, and with me we have Amink, Rimina, Solarius, Frankie, and Sir Carpet's truck. So, compos for today is over. So, what do you think for overall before we go through them a bit deeper?
It was a short combo block.
Indeed.
Yeah. I think we can partly blame ourselves because the info about the competitions, there was like 1.5 months before announced, so people probably didn't find the info, and then revision is coming, so they might be working for that.
What is this revision that you're talking about? This is an unknown concept to me to assembly. Also, I took notes and I have like over 30 lines of notes on the compo.
Ooh,
Yay.
that's well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hey, let's begin. Intro competition. We were started with the cool triplet of feature crews. So a Merry Hakan dream.
Yes, I have written down the intro name 3 times and I have spelled Mary Hakan 4 times differently. That's an achievement.
Okay. Yeah.
Also cubes.
Yes. It's like cubes rotating with mirrored surfaces. Third version had, and that's my favorite effect ever, a spectrum analyzer. If you have a spectrum analyzer, I will vote for your intro. Here's a hint. If you want my vote, have a spectrum analyzer. You want me to fake votes, have a quadrascope.
Oh yeah.
I think the materials overall in all of these 3 intros were kind of nice. They were very smooth. Even, of course, like shiny reflecting surfaces, yes, but there was something there. The little touch.
Is this Merihaka a scene joke that I haven't heard yet?
Um,
I was thinking the same.
If you have missed it, yes, there have got demos on previously on assemblies, so you can find something there.
So on a scale from like 0 to fairy line, where is this?
That's a good question.
I know, that's why I'm asking
Someone
it.
from Helsinki might be able to answer this.
What? There's Finland outside of Helsinki? No, there
Yes,
isn't.
there is.
I've never been there. No, I have. I'm lying.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's actually it's one question was like, was this like one intro cut up in 3 parts? Because if you put them after each other, they kind of flow nicely. You know, you have the cubes in the distance, then that becomes a cityscape, and then it becomes all bouncy. Yay, quadrascopes. Yes, question from my end: is this one intro split into 3 parts because of global world domination, or is this just coincidence?
Yeah.
Really good question. If
One of
they
these
would have
says,
put them all together, would it have been 12 kilos?
yeah.
Well, it's a few K for the engine, and then no, you could put these 3 scenes into
8K.
4K.
Well, yeah. But if you want all this music, then no, because the music was really different in these.
Correct.
Oh, I just got information via the Twitch chat that it was kind of a trilogy.
Okay, that's nice.
I am not against it.
Yeah. I love the tune in Merihaka Tanssii ja soi. That was really good.
And
I liked also the more
stuff.
ambient ones. This is not Merihaka.
Yeah, and about
But
the
then again,
trilogy
ambient stuff is my...
We had like 10 years ago with Truck, we had this idea for the Albert's demo, which would be in every compo. in each category, like music, graphics, demo, and it would tell the same story. But of course, because we can't get things done, we didn't do that. But that was a nice concept.
But now you spoil it. Well, I think
No, it just might sneak up on you in some
Yeah.
party somewhere.
Maybe when the Alberts turns 30 years, you can do that.
Yeah, well, the Albers is soon 15, which is kind of scary.
Insane.
that is
So you have 15 years time.
Yeah, 15 years.
Start
time.
working.
We can start recruiting new members.
Yeah, but if we start now, we will be done in 15 years, hopefully.
We should mention that in order to be a member of the Alberts, your name has to be Albert. If your name is not Albert, then someone will give you a name that is Albert.
That's true.
Yeah.
then
But hey, there
you
was
are
also-
Albert.
Yes.
There were also 2 other intros apart from this trilogy.
I just wanted to give it a bit more time for us to talk about those because they were basically part of one thing. So the next one was a project R26B by Aiming. And
Yeah.
we have Aiming here.
Yeah. So yeah, that was actually my first 4K that I've ever done.
That was pretty. That was cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I recognize some techniques there.
yeah. Yeah. So I've been watching Rimina streams and picking up things there. Basically, I did the whole scene first in Shader and then took the Compostudio and used Forklang for the music. So I
was
must
pretty
say, I really like the Forklang. It has so much potential.
I don't suppose we could get some links on the stream to either Rimina's stream or the or Forklang. Well, that would have probably required us to do some planning.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But you can go post it on Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, I could totally do that.
Yeah, we could, and then we
work on
find out if the Twitch bot allows URLs.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But then the moderator's can approve it, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Let's do that.
But I think that was really solid first 4K thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
good. And also, I found the shape kind of interesting that was there.
Yeah, so it's like this 2 different versions of a cube. So it's a cube and like a tetrahedron combined.
Nice.
I was surprised that there wasn't coder colors.
Well, like you did really look at the like a basic 8-bit color pattern where you go from the blue over light blue into like gray into yellow. That's a very C64 color scheme actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
coder-
with that, by the way.
Yeah, like what is coder colors? Is it the coder's favorite
Green, red, orange.
color? Like,
Yes,
is it all the colors in the world?
No,
That's that color scheme if it's in one thing, but like, I kind of hate this. Yeah, it was nice, but coder colors, like,
it's usually you pick a few very contrasting colors as a coder so you can see what ends where.
Debug
And then when
colors.
everything works, you forget to change them
yes.
into something which kind of flows in, So the basic trick, if you are a coder and you are stuck with coder colors, change to black and white. And then it'll always look good.
I just hate that when always like my color palette is called coder colors, even though it's like, it's not debug colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you don't help telling me that that's coder colors.
Yeah,
I
like-
like change it.
I think Exa said on the chat that coder colors are something that is just multiplier of their data.
Yeah. So, Emina, then your next production shall be called "These Are Not Coder Colors."
Okay,
I would vote for that.
I will do that.
Good deal.
A deal.
So, the last one, the fifth one, Libby, which what I really liked was the track there, the music was awesome.
Yeah.
All you need is a snare and a hi-hat.
All you need is a snare and hi-hat, yeah.
Yes. Yes, it has nice track.
Yeah, and then the sync was really on point.
I missed a bit of it because of the stream was doing stuff for me, so
Yeah.
sorry I don't have good comments on this because I missed half of it.
That's bad. But
Yeah. My notes were snare and a hi-hat on top of blue shadow that does stuff. Demo. That's it.
Yeah.
But no, it's I think what it shows here is the tool of Compostudio.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you are not a coder, like, okay, you can make nice things in GL and you're good, but then you come to the point of putting it all together and linking your music in and your Forklang and everything, and then crunching it using whatever tool you want, and that's an entire tool chain. And if you don't have that, then sure, getting 4K in intros, even small things, and don't forget, a production is a production. It doesn't matter what it is. For that, a Compostudio is a really nice tool. You just throw in your shader, throw in your music, click build, and ta-da, there's your entry.
Yeah, and actually all the entries in this intro competition were made with the Compostudio.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I was looking the same. Always, also, all of them use Vierklang.
Mm-hmm.
But also the first one used Vierklang and Crinkler.
Yeah, actually, Compostudio.
Crinkler. Yeah, sorry.
Compostudio contains Crinkler, so all of them were using Crinkler.
Yeah, that's the default.
Yeah. I mixed up with Crinkler and Klinkster.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's a perfectly allowable mix-up.
Yeah.
So no, I think last summer assembly I did a little segment with I forgot his name, the person who does Compostudio. Really nice talk. It's somewhere in the assembly archives. Look it up. Really nice tool if you want to get into demo coding. Just throw in your shader. There it is. Off you go. Even I could do it if I would ever feel the urge to start PC coding, because I only code for real platforms.
What are the real platforms?
Well, you like 8-bit registers are plenty. That's all you need.
Yeah, they actually are plenty.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I really should dig out my old code for Arduino, which I was planning to make in a demo with. There's just enough processing power there to render VGA.
Oh, if you maybe talk to LFT, and he might even share you some of the code that he used to make his what they were called, propeller CPUs.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's plenty of stuff around for the VGA signal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it on Compostudio for me. But I'm really happy that I see it actually used, and unless we tell people that, hey, this is Compostudio, you don't notice.
Yeah, you really noticed.
Well, you can. You can.
Yes, of course. Look, if you know where to look, as Rimina said, oh, it's all using Vierklang, it's all using Crinkler. That's your, indication that it might be. But in general,
I mean, if you have Compostudio is Forklang plus a GLSL shader.
Yeah.
If you have 2 shaders in a production or 3, chances are it's not Compostudio.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there are ways of telling, okay, this is
Well, there's
somebody spent a little more time than
So amount of post-processing and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Compostudio is supposed to be compo filler. It's there to, if you don't have enough entries to make a compo, complete, you throw a couple more entries in, pad out the beginning, and then the people that actually worked on something, their stuff gets shown, and they don't have to take it home. Yes, Remina.
Actually, the fact that you said that there's just like one pass, one shader in use, does it also means that you can have only one pass? You can't like switch to back buffer and front buffer and do that kind of feedback rendering?
Actually, you can do a previous frame texture thing with Compostudio.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because if you couldn't do that, the Merihaka trilogy materials would be even more kind of point on. That was one thing that I wanted to know, because if those were done with only one pass, looking at there's like the reflections are quite clear. There's no aliasing that much. No, not much like rendering errors shown, and it's actually quite smooth and stuff like that. So, yeah, nice work on those.
One of the common features I've noticed that all 5 entries share, that you could have entry these to our other competition, the one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And there was one 4K intro in one scene competition too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was because of missed deadlines. But yeah, that's true. And I think that the one scene compo was really great in 2 ways. We got entries, which is a good thing, and then we got new sceners, at least one, which is good. Thank you, Amy, for providing us the competition and workshop.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, and creating the template for processing and having the people to chat on Discord and asking me for help and comments and stuff. That was really awesome, and I hope we can keep up the tradition to have this one scene compo.
Yeah, it was really nice, and it was really nice that it had the later deadline, because for some reason, because I'm taking the year off from assembly organizing, I was completely off the loop, and I didn't know when the deadlines are and stuff like that. And then Aiming just told me sometime like, do one scene entry. The deadline is on Monday. Okay, I'll do.
Start typing.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I was apparently missed all other deadlines already.
Yeah,
So
we kind of planned it so that we would have those which would be non-party productions. Deadlines for those would be before the party, and then the ones that we usually consider to be compos that you can entry while the party is on. We had those on the first day of the active week, the second week.
So did everyone watch the one scene competition?
Yeah.
Was the someone?
Absolutely.
That was a question you didn't want to ask.
Well, you could improvise.
Some of us have what are called jobs that have conflicted with everything.
Well,
So-
you should have a coffee break, and this is.
Yeah,
about-
I should. We can discuss that later.
Yes.
I don't drink coffee.
Yes.
Well, you can.
You should
I'm a
have
very
brain
lousy
still.
pin. I don't drink coffee. I would never get my
Have a
passport.
beer break or something? I didn't know.
Yeah, beer break.
The beer break is in revision in 2 weeks. That's a different story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
Well, let's discuss about demos then. There aren't that much of talk, and then we can still have some conversation about the other compos. But the demo compo, 2 entries. First one was invitation to shadow party. I like that. That was polished.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can tell you a bit more about Shadow Party. I might not be involved in that. It's an online party. It's organized by some people from France. I know I'm not in France, but I speak French, so I can join them. And it's online. It's in May, as I say, May 21st, 23rd. Lots of compos. Shadowparty.org is the website. Get stuff going. It's first time people organizing online parties, so give them some slack. But there's good spirit. Also, considering in the intro, it's riding the synthwave wave, but it's riding it in a good way.
Yeah.
That's what basically my notes were. Also, because it's France, it's like this crazy Amstrad fake loader. If I can nag about one mistake, it was in widescreen. An Amstrad basic loader is not in widescreen. Otherwise, perfect.
Yeah. I'm always kind of sucker of these synthwave themed things because I do like the aesthetics. For some reason, I don't know. I'm broken inherently, but yeah.
No, you're not.
But it was really polished and it was really nice.
If you're broken, let me quote RoboCop. They'll fix you. They fix anything.
Okay.
So don't worry.
Okay.
I will, Frankie, I'm going to interrupt here.
Sure.
It's actually shadow-party.org.
Oh,
That
thank
took
you.
a little bit of time for me to figure it out.
Yes, sorry.
So I'll paste it into the chat and everything. But
www.shadow-party.org.
Yeah.
There you go.
I had to go to demoparty.net to actually find
True,
it,
yeah.
but that's okay because demoparty.net has been relaunched and is up to date.
Yes, and it's actually extremely usable. A really nice update. It kind of surprised all of us because it was a really quiet launch. So it was just like, hey, this looks different. Hey, I can enter stuff. This is cool.
Nice.
They
possibly
updated it already. It was like 10 years ago when they last did that, so that's surprisingly fast.
It probably is also the best source of information about assembly compos in English. A lot of the stuff that went to the Telegram chat would end up there as information. But we try to keep it at least a little bit updated.
That's
Great.
nice.
So the last entry was Argon by Wide Load. What do you think about this?
Thank you for the color scheme choice.
Definitely was pretty.
Coming from real computers, I just saw basically a text mode effect on a 3D field, and I liked it.
I like the transparency thing that was going on there. I really dig that kind of crystally effects. So yes.
I like that there was an extended deadline so that they could actually finish it and upload it.
Yeah.
Deadline.
It would have it wouldn't have been good if we would have only had one entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like a quite hectic week of coding with the boys on that one.
Oh yeah, Amy, you did the soundtrack.
Yeah, that was my soundtrack there, and that track was also entered to the streaming music competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Cool. So how about some other competitions? The streaming music was on Monday, and luckily, at least on music competitions, we actually had some entries.
That could be because with music competitions, it isn't that it takes less time to make a good composition. It's that oftentimes when musicians have ideas, they come in bursts and they'll work on several things and then they'll have a break. So they may have a couple things in queue that could be uploaded or could be entered into competitions in future. Whereas with demo productions, well, there may be a tendency of the coders to go, it's not finished yet, so I'll just keep working on it until the deadline. Oh wait, it's still okay. That was the deadline. Oh, okay, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it, and then finally, okay, we can upload it, and then I'll release a final. And with music competitions, you might actually have people that can actually say, nope, I'm done with this piece. I have something else I'm going to work on now. That may have something to do with it.
Yeah. And also, what comes to like real-time demos and intros and stuff, at least when I do stuff, I target those to parties. And I kind of do those against the deadlines. So that's kind of the thing that paces the rhythms, the work, is when the deadline is. But if I do music, I can do music whenever, and then just like you said, put it away for a bit and continue some other time. And then I'm looking like, oh, there's a party, I could release this. Yeah.
I think graphics is also similar to that. And there's a little different workflow, perhaps, to demo productions versus and intro productions versus music or painting or that type of thing, where the others kind of lend themselves to being able to be put away for a while. And maybe that is, when you're coding on something, you have an idea and you continue to work on it, and then you come back to it a week later and what was I doing? I don't even know what this code was. Erase. Okay, throw that all out. What was this demo about again? And that type of thing can happen.
And also, like, even if you do some coding not targeted to anything, you might lap some rendering techniques and stuff like that, but then you still need to build the demo on top of those things.
Yeah.
And have the music and have everything there. Yeah. It's a different kind of thing to do.
And when we've been looking at the shader showdowns and the like last week's what was it called? Well, Byte Battle. That's a little bit different than actual demo coding, because you're sitting there, you have an idea.
Different.
Yeah, I mean, you have a set amount of time. It's crisis, adrenaline, and then break, and then adrenaline if you continue. That set amount of time is okay. I'm going to get this effect done, or I'm going to try to get this effect done. Whereas coding over several days on a particular effect, Yeah, you might have some distractions. You might have some. Might have a couple beers.
Yeah. So the tracked music competition, I think for this year's the quality was quite good, and we promised that this year, or like we are having online event, we have more time, and that's why we even put that we have only one compo per day. And I was basically expecting same kind of entry amounts that usually are, where we start during and drop off something that doesn't fit in a competition. And I was expecting for like 3-hour competitions on music. But maybe luckily that didn't happen, but that might happen. And on tracked music, we sadly had one song that we had to disqualify today. We found out that it was released like 2 or 3 weeks before the compo, which was sad. But yeah, things happen. When you put entry, please remember it can't be released anywhere else.
Read the rules.
Is the voting still open?
Yep, all the votings are still open, and they will be open for next week as well.
Right.
Yes.
So, where can we go to get the entries?
You can get them from scene.assembly.org.
From the voting page, there are preview links to all of the entries.
And so to log in there, you need to have your party man account.
Scene ID.
Or your scene ID. Right.
Or you can create an account. It doesn't need vote keys, completely free.
So
the voting deadline, it's next Friday, 12 EET, so midday. And the prize giving is on Saturday next weekend.
Okay, so plenty of time to check out the entries and still vote.
Yes.
And was there even going to be a rerun of the compos at some point?
Yes.
I was kind of looking
Yeah, all the compos will be rerun next week as well.
Okay. So we can still watch the compos next week
Yes.
if we missed something.
at the same time?
That is a really nice feature when you have a 3-week party going. I mean, we couldn't do this live. I mean, my party couldn't take it. 3 weeks of demo party.
No, that would just not work. But yeah, is the a time slot for the compos the same time, which I think was 7:30 in the evening finish time?
If I remember correctly, there would be a demo day, which was Thursday or something, but I'm sure someone with a computer can check that. I have no idea.
Yes. So the reruns start on Monday at 19:00 Finnish time. There will be rerun of the streaming music and tracked music back to back. Then on Tuesday at the same time, short film, one scene, graphics and photo. On Wednesday, there's
Also
only...
on Tuesday there is the demo and intro.
Oh,
which
yeah.
we just saw. Yeah.
That's as well there. So that's the Tuesday in total.
So basically the reruns
and on Thursday there will be rerun of all the compos.
Okay. From 19 till 22 EET.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So no excuse not to watch, but not to vote. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This time there's no hurry. There's still plenty of mornings that you can wake up and the voting is not ended. Which
Yeah.
Oh, that's a luxury problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why live voting was invented.
I kind of like the idea that the compos are shown multiple times, because then you can, and also the idea that the party management system has these preview URLs for the entries, because that way you can watch the entries multiple times, and maybe you kind of see something that you didn't notice at the first time. And yeah, especially this is good for ambient stuff, I think. Is those
I am
usually
certainly going to check out the music competitions during next week while I'm doing office stuff and doing boring reports. So that's always a good thing to have something productive in the background.
Sounds really good.
Yes.
Well, the music, yes. The reports, no.
Yeah. I don't know. Both? Neither?
Yeah. I'm happy with one of them. I don't tend to ask that much, you know.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I think we are closing in to our Compostudio time. There's other program coming up which I didn't even check out that what's coming, but there's something is coming.
Yeah, this is
For example,
the
late night snack in 2 hours.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Yeah. Actually, next there will be some board gaming stuff.
Oh, and there will be new thing tonight, which is the scene music highlights from 2020,
Just before late night snack.
just before late night snack.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for that because those have been really nice. Byproduct has done those like
Cool.
gatherings, and those have been really nice playlists.
And there will be cool visualization from closed eyes to visuals. So
Oh, yes.
that is really something you must check out.
Yes, indeed.
I am not against this idea.
Good.
Cool. Okay, cool. So, if there's nothing else on your mind, should we wrap it up and get some beers?
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do
agree.
that.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And see you later.
Yep.
Toodle-doos.
Yep.
Doo-doo.